Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NFL Sunday Night Football Week 4 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022. We're going to have NFL player props, spreads, money lines, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks and a same-game parlay that I think are great value bets for this Sunday Night Football game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buccaneers. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Appreciate your support as always. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are partnered with Prize Picks, so be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match and your first deposit up to $100 on Prize Picks. You can also use one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and in the description. Really is a great app, guys, to specialize in player props and things of that nature. You put multiple picks into an entry to win a lot of money. It's a lot of fun to use. So I highly encourage you to check that out. Like I said, use our code SFP for that 100% deposit match or one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and in the description. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. Great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll also have a link in the comment section in the description for that. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now it's time for a shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So as always, guys, you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there is a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description. The perks that you get with that is you get access to our picks early. So basically, whenever I'm done with the notes, I post them up early. Generally, it's about a day in advance. Sometimes it's less. It just really all depends. But you also get a badge next to your name, some custom emojis, custom roll color in the Discord, and shout-outs in our videos. And it's just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. So appreciate you guys. Be sure to check that out. Appreciate all the support that you guys give here at the channel. Okay, now results from the previous episodes. So this is actually going to be from Thursday Night Football. We had a solid night overall. We ended up going 2-1. We cashed both of our player props. We missed our spread pick, which to me was kind of nasty, obviously. We had the Dolphins +4 spread, and obviously with Tua going down there. Dolphins really had a lot of opportunity in that game. They missed a field goal. They threw a couple of picks, a lot of bad penalties. But overall, when I was looking at who was moving the ball up and down the field with a little bit more ease, I was more impressed with what I saw from the Dolphins. So really, I think if the Dolphins protected the football a little bit better and made their field goals, and Tua was able to stay healthy, I really think the Dolphins would have actually won that game. But what can you do? We did cash our player props, though. Evan McPherson, over 1.5 field goals. He clutches up with a 57-yarder. We love to see that. And Tyreek Hill, over 71.5 receiving yards. He made that really easy on us. He had about 160, which we'd love to see that. He absolutely went off, which I obviously love to see that. He was absolutely terrific. So he was very motivated. It, followed what we were talking about, which I like to see that. As far as our comment cappers go, had a couple great call-outs there. We had Travis Hortman calling Raheem Mostert 40-plus rushing yards. Anthony Thornhill calling the Cincinnati Bengals -3 spread. And Let Picks calling the Bengals money line with T. Higgins over 59.5 yards receiving parlay. I believe it was like +180 or something like that. So great calls there from our comment cappers. But we're going to get back after it today, guys. We're going to get this 3-0 sweep and hopefully cash the same game parlay too. So let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we are going with Tom Brady over 263.5 passing yards here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. -114 odds here on FanDuel. So you guys will recall, I actually took Tom Brady's under last week, and he ended up going over. So why do I like his over this week? Well, I really like his over because there's a very good chance he's going to get a couple of his receivers back. They are listed as game time decisions, but you got to think at least one of them will play with Julio Jones and Chris Godwin. He's also getting Mike Evans back this week as well, which we'd like to see that. He was suspended for a game. And here, honestly, I could see this being a shootout potentially. Obviously, it's Chiefs, Buccaneers, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's Tom Brady. We could see some points on the board. It could end up being more of a defense match. But either way, I think Brady's going to get some passing yards here. I would love Godwin to be in the lineup. That's really the big thing I'm looking for. I really hope Godwin plays. But even if it doesn't, I have a lot of faith also in Julio Jones. Mike Evans being back is huge. Brady with a little bit more work with Cole Beasley as well, who just came in as well. So, and obviously Russell Gage, if he ends up playing. A lot of players listed as questionable these days. It's just kind of the business of NFL betting. But guys, Tom Brady versus the Kansas City Chiefs has gone over in 3 out of his last 4 games versus the Chiefs in the regular season, so we like to see that. And Kansas City has a very Oh, very deceptive pass defense. So far, they are 14th in pass yards allowed, but they have vulnerabilities back there for sure. Chargers really exploited them a couple weeks ago. The Colts, hadn't done anything really on offense all year, so it wasn't like I was expecting Matt Ryan to have a big day anyway. He had like 220 yards, but, I wasn't expecting him to have big stats either way. So I think Tom Brady here could take advantage a little bit of this Chiefs defense. I think he could get some passing yards, especially with the game in Tampa. Brady threw for 350 yards last time KC was in Tampa. So obviously I like to see that. I think, like I said, I think he'll have a great chance to go over again here today. And I think this is kind of a discounted prop. Normally Brady's line, towards the beginning of the season was up more in the 270s. I think we're getting a discount here, honestly, because, he has gone under in a few and he's been missing players, but now with a couple coming back. So I think this could be a great discounted prop. I think he could definitely cash this with ease. So I do love it there for our number one pick. Going Tom Brady over 263.5 passing yards here for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Minus 114 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number two, we're going with Clyde Edwards-Helaire under 35.5 rushing yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Minus 115 odds on MGM. So I really like this one. The Buccaneers have a great run defense. They're 8th best in yards per carry allowed, which is very significant. And I'll explain a little bit more on that in a second. Buccaneers defense, believe it or not, you'd think they'd be better with Akeem Hicks in the lineup. Statistically, it hasn't played out that way at least yet. Hicks was actually out of the lineup last week versus the Packers. And the Packers actually were stuffed. They no running back on the Packers. Corey Dillon, AJ Dillon, and Jones. Aaron Jones didn't have over 3 yards per carry. Both were held to around 30, 35 yards rushing, and they each got 12 or 10, 12 carries. But they were both held under 3 yards per carry or less, which we like to see that. And, Helaire here isn't going to get a ton of carries. He hasn't so far this season. The most amount of carries that he's gotten is 8. He splits carries. It's more of a committee. Hilaire's the main back, but it's more of a committee. They use him a lot in the throwing game, too. And the Chiefs just like to throw the ball a little bit more anyway. They're 13th in pass-to-run ratio, so they do throw the ball a little bit more than they run it. And the most carries, like I said, he's had in a game is 8. So he doesn't get the ball a whole heck of a lot as far as running the football, and I think when he gets it, I think he can struggle against his front. Vita Vea, one of the best run stuffers in the league, he's going to be clogging up the middle there. I think he's just going to have a hard time running. I can honestly see if Helaire was more of a bruising back like Ezekiel Elliott, who had some success against this defense, or a Mark Ingram, a bowling ball type thing. Helaire is kind of a little bit more shifty, a little smaller. I don't really see him having a lot of success in this matchup. And I honestly see both these teams. I think they're both going to air it out a little bit. I think we'll see both teams throwing the football quite a bit. So do love it there, guys, for our number 2 pick. We're going Clyde Edwards-Helaire under 35.5 rushing yards here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Minus 115 odds on BetMGM. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're rolling with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line here versus the Kansas City Chiefs, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. So I really love this spot here for the Bucs, guys, after the loss last week to Green Bay. They're at home, and Brady, after a loss, is 52-15 in the regular season after loss. He's absolutely terrific. And, the big difference I think I see this week from last week is he's getting players back healthy. He's going to have Mike Evans in there for sure. And then, hopefully a couple more of his receivers as well. And if Jones and Godwin happen to play, if everyone plays, it's going to be a really dangerous receiving core. I think we'll see it on full display versus the Chiefs. Would love to see everyone in there. But even if we're missing 1 or 2, I think we could still get by here. I think the Bucs can still pull this out. Got a very good running game there with Leonard Fournette and their defense. They're going to be carried by their defense. They've played great so far this season. They're 4th in yards allowed, 1st in points allowed. They've been absolutely terrific. Which that's the big thing for me, and they can run the football when they need to with Leonard Fournette. He's a bruising back. He can get you the tough yards, and he's just a terrific running back, obviously. So, like I said, Brady does bounce back. This is what he does. He doesn't generally lose 2 games in a row, and I don't think he will here, especially being at home. I think he'll get it done here. And really, if you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they have not looked all that impressive the last couple weeks. They've really been outplayed the last 2 games. They lost to the Colts, which was a big upset. Obviously, in Indianapolis, made a lot of mistakes, but a lot of drops and, they just didn't look too sharp offensively. So, I think we could see a little bit more of that continue against a very good defensive team. And then versus the Chargers, again, the same story. Offensively, they did not look very good. And honestly, Chargers really should have won that game. If Herbert doesn't throw that pick six near the goal line, they win that game. Pretty sure. So I think, Chiefs dodged a bullet there. Got lucky to win that game. Chiefs defense is pretty good as well. I'll give the Chiefs defense some credit. They are 9th in yards, 16th in points allowed. That's not terrible. Definitely a better defense than some of the defenses that they've had. But Tampa Bay, big edge here. They do have a more talented defense, and they still got Tom Brady. At the end of the day, that's quite a bit to have. So, do love it there, guys. I think the Bucs get it done at home and they make a statement. I know this could be a revenge spot for Kansas City, but I just don't see them getting it done here in Tampa. So, do love it there for a number 3 pick. We're going Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line here versus the Kansas City Chiefs. -110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, guys, and it's now time for us to make way for the same game parlays. We got 3 selections here that I really like. Edwards-Helaire over 17.5 receiving yards was another pick I was highly considering as a straight pick. I ended up going with the under for rushing yards, but I do like his line for the receiving yards as well. He's gone over in all 3. I believe he's had 30 yards plus in all 3. So that's why I love that one. It's been used a lot more in the receiving game, making the most of his targets. He does have just 12 targets on the year, but he's caught the ball all 12 times. So got to give him credit there. So he should get a few catches out of the backfield. I think he can easily cash this line. Mike Evans, he's had a touchdown in 10 out of his last 14 games, including the postseason. That's pretty good. He's a touchdown machine when he's in there, so I think he'll have a great shot to find the end zone. And Travis Kelce, I think you get great value on Kelce. His anytime touchdown slipped into plus odds, which I do like to see that. So that's why I like having this in there. I think Kelce will find the end zone as well. He's obviously a very talented tight end. He's caught a touchdown in 8 out of his last 9 games. So that's obviously very good. We like to see that. He missed it in 1 game this year so far. He's caught a touchdown 8 out of his last 9 games, including the postseason. So do love it there for our same game parlay. I'm putting 1/10 of a unit on it at plus 675 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Guys, I appreciate all of you guys here at the channel. Check out our other NFL Sunday Best Bets video as well for the Sunday afternoon games. We got 4 picks out for the daytime games as well. So be sure to check that out. Hope we have a big Sunday. We had a catastrophic Sunday last Sunday. It was really our only bad day really of the year. And it really hurt. And it was absolutely terrible. So we're going to bounce back, though. That's what we do. When we have bad days, we bounce back. So we're going to bounce back from that. So far, we have bounced back on Monday Night Football and Thursday night, going 2-1 in each of those episodes. Hopefully, we can keep the winning ways going. So wish you guys all the best of luck. Check out all of our social media links, our Discord, our Twitter, Instagram, Prize Picks link, some free money there. Other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace out.